Hi there, welcome or welcome back to the Books for Us. The past week I've had a holiday. Here in Belgium we have this school holiday which roughly translates to the crocus holiday after the flower. I don't know if it is comparable to spring break, but I don't think I'll be labeling this video spring break because I think that would set a different kind of expectation. It would be very disappointing for people to click on that one, I think. So anyway, I thought I would show you what I've been doing during this holiday week. Mostly the things that are related in any way to books, of course, because this is a reading vlog. But I will also show you some snippets of things that I've been doing as a mom on holiday. And I was also on the lookout for the first signs of spring because I'm really done with winter and it has been too cold and I really need that spring to break through. So I was very much looking around for the signs of that finally getting started. So I hope you enjoy this video. Now, while I was working on my puzzle, I was listening to the audiobook of The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, and it was narrated by Maggie Gyllenhaal. It was really good. If you like any audiobooks, I would recommend that one. She has a really good voice for this. But I switched between listening to that audiobook and reading the actual copy. And I finished. So this book is about Esther, and Esther is this girl who has this very promising study career. She gets into this sort of special program. She gets to go to New York to write, and she is kind of excelling. And then there is this other girl, I forgot her name, and she kind of drags her along to more parties and boys and things like that. And she is at first interested in that kind of thing, but then she does feel like she should focus more on her schoolwork. And then this whole period sort of comes to an end and she goes back home, and she did not get into this writing course that she wanted to get into. And from there on out, she sort of starts to feel like a failure, like she hasn't actually accomplished anything herself, like she has cheated her way through some things in order to get where she is. And now she feels like she cannot really do anything, like she isn't qualified to do anything, and things get worse and worse for her in her headspace. Now, when I started this book, I actually didn't really know what it was about. I knew it was about this young girl at college, and I thought it would be about her thoughts and her feelings about life and making decisions in her life, which it sort of is, but it is much more dark than that, because the main topic of this book is depression. And if you have seen depression around you, then you know that it is actually done really well in this book. There are just all these elements that were written really well by Sylvia Plath, that these people start to feel, start to think how they get there, how their thoughts get caught up, sort of, and the long way to get out of this situation again. And I was very much surprised because this book is a bit older, I'd say. I do not want to insult anyone, but I think it was written in the 60s, and it was pretty modern, I would say, in the interpretation of everything and the consideration of the feelings of the people, and how to um, handle those feelings. But it is also showing a lot of that time and the time before, a lot of the way that people were thinking about mental illness and the way they were trying to treat mental illness. So it is actually a very heavy book, which I did not expect. And I liked it because it was really well done. And I think that this book should deserve 5 stars just because it was written so well and it is doing all these things so well. It is just that for me, I don't mind going through a dark tunnel in a book as long as there is some more light at the end of the tunnel. And here I felt that I was left a bit hungry, and I just would have liked like 10 more pages. But I am really happy that I finally got around to reading this one. All right, let's do a haul. Let me show you what I got. First of all, I got The Favorites by Lane Fargo. I have heard that this one is comparable to Carrie Soto is Back, which I absolutely loved. This one is about a pair of skaters, Olympic skaters, and then something happens to them. And then because of a documentary, it gets dragged out again, and the girl wants to talk about it more or something like that. I think it is also quite popular right now because of I, Tonya, the movie that came out with Margot Robbie about this skater called Tonya and what she did. So that's why I got this one. Next I got Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stewart. Wow, style clash over here. Now Shuggie Bain is, I think this whole character story, this whole Bildungs novel, I think, about this kid, Shuggie Bain. This one was recommended to me because I talked about Demon Copperhead and I read Demon Copperhead. It is said that this is comparable to that or in the same lines as that one. We'll see. Then I got The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. Now, I have seen this movie a couple of years ago. No, a lot of years ago. But I have never read the story, so I wanted to read this. Then I got, oh yeah, wait, let's get both of these. As I said before, I am enjoying reading Taylor Jenkins Reid books. And by now I have read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Carrie Soto is Back. On my shelves, on my to be read shelves, I still have Daisy Jones and the Six and Malibu Rising. And I was in the store and I found both One True Loves and Forever Interrupted, which I haven't really heard anything about either of these. I think these might be earlier books by Taylor Jenkins Reid, so I don't know if these will be as good as the other ones, but I enjoy her writing style, so I would definitely like to give these ones a try. Then I got The Family Experiment by John Mars. I enjoyed The One by John Mars last year, and I do believe that I have a couple of other John Mars books on my to be read already, but I did not have The Family Experiment, which also seems like an interesting concept, because it is about a world in which getting kids is not really easy anymore, or it is controlled by the government. And then they are doing this experiment in which people get an AI baby, I believe, or like this robot baby maybe. And they are filmed while parenting, while educating this kid. And this kid is growing up. And then I think that either people can vote or something. I don't know if that is how it works. But some way, some of these people then are allowed to either keep this digital kid or get a real one. I'm not definitely sure about all of it. But that's part of the fun, that I can still discover how everything works exactly. Then there's Needy Little Things by Chanel Desamours. I have actually never heard of this one. It was just lying there in the store and it seemed pretty fun. It is about this girl who can sense what other people need in that moment. If it is a pair of scissors or some salt or anything like that. And then at a certain time she feels that one of her friends needs pepper spray. And then the next day her friend is gone or has disappeared. And then then she starts to investigate, I think, where her friend went. So it seemed like a fun concept. I want to give it a try. I don't have too many high hopes for it because I haven't heard anything about it yet. But it seemed like a fun in-between read. Something light in between heavier books. And then the last book I got is The Warbler by Sarah Beth Durst. Now this one was actually on my most expected list of 2025. And all I really know is that it is about this girl, and if she stays in one place too long, then she can change into a tree. I think that she is cursed or something, so she has to keep moving, otherwise she becomes a tree. And last year I read Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, which I enjoyed a lot, so I definitely wanted to give this one a try as well. So here is my beautiful stack of new books, which I can now all ascribe to a certain month and put somewhere in this case. Do you want to do that with me? Maybe we can do that together. Yes, let's do that. So we'll start with the favorites. It is about ice skating. Ice skating gives me winter, so one of the winter months. And the sparkles really give me more of a New Year vibe. So yeah, I think I will put this one in January. Then we had Shuggy Bane. I'm not sure where to put this one. If it is sad, if it is like Demon Copperhead, then it also kind of feels a bit dreary, I'd say. So I think that I would put this one in February because it would fit with the weather, I think. This cover of The Virgin Suicides is definitely giving me spring. I am thinking about the movie, what that felt like. I remember a lot of walks outside, so I think that spring would definitely be good. I think March would be too early, so either April or May. I think I'm going to go with May for this one. Then we have One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, High School Sweethearts, Traveling the World. Yes, both the cover and the traveling and everything, it gives me summer. And I am trying to think, I think with the red and everything, it is giving me a bit more of an August feel than July feel. I don't know how to explain this. It's just that July gives me full-on summer vibes, you know, sun and hot. And then August gives me this later summer feel, more of this summer evening kind of feel. So I'm putting this one in August. Then we had Forever Interrupted. I'm not too sure what to make of this cover. It is feeling a bit not very summery, not like the other one. Oh, okay, back starts with On a Rainy New Year's Day. Elsie heads out to pick up a pizza. So I think I'm just going to put this one in January. Then The Family Experiment. This whole concept feels a bit Black Mirror-like, which definitely makes it an autumn kind of thing for me. I'm thinking either September or October. Maybe October. Also with the red lettering and everything, I think it would fit in with the scary books for October. Needy Little Things is also giving me an autumn vibe, but I think I might put this one in September because I think it is about young people and that makes me think about school, and well, September is my school month of the year. And then the last book we had was The Warbler. Now this color scheme, blue and yellow, always gives me a summery feel. But with this tree, which is dark and lights in there, those little yellow dots in there, it gives me very early summer. So I'm thinking June. Do you feel the same way about these books, or is it just, let me know. Let's put these away. Okay, I have finished The Mysterious Case of the Alperton Angels by Janice Hallett. This was something totally different from my previous book, but I need to switch things up a bit sometimes, because if you read too many heavy books in a row, it feels like it gets heavy on my mind as well. So I like switching it up a bit. Now, the content of this book was maybe on the heavier side as well. It is actually about this cult that existed 18 years ago, the Alperton Angels. And 18 years ago, there was this girl who called 999, and she said that she had this baby and that she needed help because they were going to kill her baby. And the police came and they found this cult, these Alperton Angels, who had indoctrinated this girl to believe that she was an angel as well. And she has this baby, which apparently was supposed to be the Antichrist, and the cult's mission was to kill this baby in order to save the world from the Antichrist. But because they failed, because the girl called the police and the police can save her, these angels apparently committed suicide because they didn't fulfill their destiny. And now it is 18 years later, and we are following this true crime writer, Amanda, who wants to write a book about the Alperton Angels and everything that went down 18 years ago. And she wants to write it now because the baby will be turning 18 pretty soon. And she wants to write from that angle, like how does this person feel now, having been the baby that was supposedly the Antichrist, or supposed to be the Antichrist. So she starts to dig up everything about this case, starts making phone calls, emailing people, reading fiction that was based on this case and everything. And that is actually what we are following in this book, which is one of the most wonderful things about these Janice Hallett books. I love this concept, which is that you have all this mixed media. You have transcripts of conversations, you have WhatsApp messages, you have emails. There are all these this is a movie script that was based on the Alperton Angels. You have fragments from novels that were based on the Alperton Angels, and it's really fun to read because they are very different in genre. You have this quirky, girly book for teens, and then you have this spy novel kind of thing. And I love that she is doing this. There is a lot of humor in this book as well. So that made me very happy to read this one. However, Janice Hallett is trying to do a lot in this book. She is putting layer up and layer up and layer. I was comparing it to myself to like a lasagna because there are so many layers on top of each other. And I felt like she might have been doing a little too much, because the lasagna wasn't cooked all the way through. I feel that if she had put one less layer in there, if she had taken out just one of the things that she is doing in this book, that it might have been a bit more balanced, a bit more put together. Because one of the things that you want with these kind of books is that at the end you're like, oh, this was magnificent, everything is coming together, everything just clicks together and it works. And this, for me, almost did. I really enjoyed it, definitely enjoyed it, but I think it could have been just slightly better, because sometimes it did feel like a storyline was introduced and you felt that a lot of the information was left out just to make something work at the end. And that for me wasn't necessary, because all the rest was really well done.
Oeps, dat is lastig.
Thank you so much for looking for spring together with me. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye!